and a very good and pleasant Saturday, July 17th, 2021, to each and every one of you. Thanks for clicking play and checking out the weather with me today. My name is Jewel, and this is the Weather Channel of J7409. Over at the National Hurricane Center, 5-day outlook, no tropical cyclones are expected during the next 5 days. That's a good thing. What might come up after those 5 days? Let's check it out. Now, this is 9 days from now, okay? We could have a low start developed off the coast of North and South Carolina. When it pops up, let's see what the wind gusts are in it right here. 52 miles per hour. How about the sustained winds? Sustained winds in this little fella here, 36. Not quite tropical storm, but not too far from it. We'll go back to the gusts simply because you can see it better. As we move up a little bit on the same day here, you can see it moving up. It is a low pressure system now. What are the wind gusts in it? 52 miles per hour. How about sustained winds? They still look like they're probably not quite. No, keeps moving up a little bit, 36 miles per hour. As we move up a little bit more on the same day, the barometric pressure you can see is 29.8 in it. Let's move up a little bit more, and it's right off the coast. Let's hope it keeps going on. Now, this is sustained winds, 37, probably around in here. It is a tropical storm. Yep, there it is, 39 miles per hour, with a barometric pressure of 29.77. How about the wind gust? Wind gust in this thing are 58 miles per hour. So we're going to keep our eyes on this. Let's hope it does form off the coast. If it forms and moves on away from everybody, little bit of wind gust over for the Outer Banks, nothing that we can't handle, and in the Pamlico Sound, the rivers up in these areas. What about rain? Does it have a lot of rain with it? Well, it has some pretty good rain showers in it, that's for sure, but nothing, 1.66 inches right in these areas here. So, we're going to keep our eyes on it, see if it develops or not. It has a very good chance right now of developing. So far as everything else goes, for the systems coming off of Africa and all of the other systems up in here, right now looking like they're going to be mixed in with a lot of dry air at this time. So right now, nothing going on with them. I'm going to keep my eyes on all of this, and I will keep you posted. Severe weather today. Thunderstorms and wind damage is going to be possible in parts of the Northeast. Marginally severe storms with hail and strong gusty winds are possible in parts of the central and northern plains, as you can see. Now, what about tornadoes today? I've done a little investigating. I've done my homework. 2% chance in Pennsylvania from mid to northern New Jersey and down in northwestern parts of New York. Let's check a few things out right quick. This is over at the significant tornado parameters where they may occur, and this is around 9 a.m. tonight. You can see up in these areas we do have some when we go up to around 10 a.m. Looking a little bit stronger in Pennsylvania here. Not saying this is going to happen. This gives you a good outlook of that it could. So let's do a quick sounding. Yes, it could be a tornado in this area. So please be aware and stay safe. These things could pop up anytime. Also over in these areas, you have a chance. This is still around 10 a.m. You still have a chance of some tornadoes coming through. We will pop it up to around 11 tonight. Still significant, very significant up in this area here. What is it looking like? Looking like around midnight. It should diminish some, but still, these areas, let's check one more out right quick. See what this is looking like for you. a possible tornado could still pop up with these cells. So please be aware of this if you're in Pennsylvania, mid to northern New Jersey, and western New York. Southwestern New York, I should say. If you're in any of these areas, you do have this chance of some of these cells that could produce a tornado. So far as the severe downdraft winds, in the very same areas I just showed you on where these tornadoes could possibly turn up mid to northern New Jersey, also a large portion from mid to eastern New York, Pennsylvania, excuse me, folks. Pennsylvania moving up into New York in this area here. You can see you do have this 15% chance. Now, where it's 5% chance of gusty winds, the winds with these downdraft winds, I've told you many times, I'll tell you again, if you get one of these microbursts, downdraft winds, it can cause just as much damage as a tornado. It just don't last but a few seconds, and it doesn't move very far. What about hail? Looking like most of the hail is going to be a chance of 5%. North and South Dakota, portions of Nebraska, portions of Colorado, and portions of eastern Montana and Colorado. Here we have the NAM map. This will take us through the next 2.5 to 3 days. Courtesy of Tropical Tidbits, we're going to turn it on, let it roll. I do want you folks to know we do have a chance of maybe some flooding. Now, it's all because of a slow-moving cold front, and this cold front is moving slow. It is continuing to meander eastward between the lower Great Lakes and the southern plains for the early part of today, and it's going to produce showers and thunderstorms scattered around. Now, as it reaches the northeast today, it is expected to run into a very warm and humid air mass. This is why we have this severe weather that could spark up. Now, much of the Northeast has experienced waterlogged first half of July, leaving many low-lying areas extremely susceptible to flash flooding. Flash flooding, no joke, my friends. Thunderstorms will be capable of producing 1 to 3 inches of rain with locally higher amounts across areas that have seen triple their normal rainfall so far this month. Now, this chance of excessive rainfall is high, and excessive rainfall warnings have been issued for portions of southern New England and the Northeast, where the combination of wet soil and heavy rain is most likely to cause flash flooding. We also have a few storms that may turn severe between western Connecticut and northeast Maryland. And these folks in these areas, you can get some damaging winds and isolated tornadoes possible, just as I've showed you. Now, for the most part, the heavy rain threat is expected to come to an end Sunday for the Northeast, as the system finally gets to the coastline. Isolated downpours of flash flooding are expected to remain possible further south across the southeast, lower Mississippi Valley, and southern plains through the end of the weekend. Now, we got a building upper level ridge. I've always told you, never trust these upper level ridges. Well, we've got one building over the western U.S., and it's going to leave temperatures soaring well above average across the northern plains and northern Great Basin for the next few days. I'm sorry, folks. Highs in the triple digits, well, you can expect them throughout eastern Montana and lower elevations of the Intermountain West. The excessive heat warnings and watches and heat advisories are all up. Meanwhile, high temperatures in the low to mid-90s are forecast throughout the northern plains and into parts of northern and central Minnesota. This heat wave will exacerbate the severe to exceptional drought currently found across this region, which in combination can make for an environment ripe for wildfires to spread uncontrollably. Speaking of wildfires, dry lightning could be a concern for parts of northern and central California coming up Sunday, as this monsoonal moisture enters from the south but produces very little rain. Now, if thunderstorms do form extremely dry fuel struck by lightning could produce new fires. And I hate to tell you that. We've got too many fires going on as it is. But the fire watches for these areas are already posted. And that's a check of your weather today. Thanks so much for watching, my friends. Thank you for everything you do for me. I love you and I appreciate it very much. If you're into the weather, all kinds of weather, doesn't matter what kind. If something significant's coming your way, I'm going to get it up for you. Please subscribe if you haven't. Click the J7409 weather insignia in the bottom right-hand corner. Click that bell and check off all to ensure you get all my latest weather videos. I would appreciate it very, very much. Have a good day, a safe day, and a blessed day, my friends. And peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you.